Hello guys and welcome back, it's Total Eclipse here, and today we have some great information about the development of Fallout 76 and further patches to come to the game. Now, first of all, I just want to say it's so good that Bethesda has taken the bull by the horns and is really pushing the development of this game, despite being what could easily be classed as the worst launch and failure of an experiment in any of Bethesda's history, let alone most games to date. But kudos for them trying to resolve all these issues and making Fallout 76 a better game for us all. Now, what we wanted to do in this video is have a look at what changes are coming, and if we go to the Fallout 76 page, we can actually see that they've stated millions of you are playing the game at the moment and playing it a lot, and we love hearing all your stories, sharing your photos and fighting alongside you in the quest to rebuild Appalachia. And this is great. I'm really interested where they're saying millions of players. I would like to know the exact numbers, but it's fantastic that it is in the top 10, top 5 games I think at the moment. But as for the exact numbers, we don't know. All we do know is that sales were down about 80% compared to the Fallout 4 release, and I'm a little bit surprised at that number, but Fallout 76 is starting to be sculpted into what I hope to be an incredible game. So they also stated that as we continue to read your feedback and watch your streams, we understand there are also a number of frustrating issues, and thank you Bethesda for starting to address all of these. Now, we want you to know that we are committed to rolling out fixes and features on a regular basis and implementing changes based on your feedback. We also continue to work on an incredible list of updates for the game, including new quests and events, new vault openings, a faction-based PvP system, and much more. And we're confident with your support we can make Fallout 76 an incredible experience for years to come. So in that statement, they do state that they're going to be investing in this game continuously for several years. And then they go on to speak about the upcoming patches, which I know a lot of you will be really happy to hear. Now, it states here, we're eager to get improvements for Fallout 76 into your hands as soon as we can. Even though we're sharing some patch dates with you today, please keep in mind that the timing may shift based on a variety of reasons, like server stability or other needs. If anything changes, we'll be sure to let you folks know here on the official website and our social media channels as we get closer to each release. And then if we go to the stash update, it says here, stash limit increased. We know many of you have been asking for an adjustment to the stash storage limit, and we're happy to announce or share that we're increasing it from 400 to 600. And while this may be conservative, and they do plan on increasing the storage cap further, they just want to verify that the stability issues are not going to be negatively impacting our own gameplay. So that's really nice to see. And there are lots of things that they need to fix, but the stash limit was a serious one for all of us, and though I have a video on coping with it, a bigger stash is going to go a lot further for all of us. Also, we have boss loot here, so players should correctly receive 2 to 3 items for taking down a boss, depending on the creature's difficulty level. So that's really nice to see as well, making sure that you do receive some good loot when you're pumping in all your ammunition to kill a Scorch Beast or something. Cryolator effects, I don't know what this is, I haven't actually came across this yet, but I presume it's a freeze weapon. Well, it must be like the cryo grenades. It says players hit with the Cryolator are now chilled, frosted, or frozen depending on how many times they are hit. The duration of movement speed reductions applied to these effects have also been decreased from 2 hours to 30 seconds. 2 hours is an awful lot of time for a player to be walking around in-game at a slow speed. But I am a little bit worried that they put chilled, frosted, and frozen. So if this is a PvP weapon, there's nothing to stop someone starting a fight, bringing out a freeze gun, essentially a freeze ray, getting a few good shots and freezing the person, and then just finishing them off with another gun. So that could be a super OP weapon if we're not careful, and that's something to bear in mind over the next few weeks. They are also going to be doing a fix to a respawning when overcumbered issue, which only allowed the player to respawn when encumbered at Fallout 76. So this hasn't happened to me, I haven't suffered this bug, but it's great that they're sorting this out. And they also are fixing a bug where you're stuck in power armor, which I can imagine is very difficult to play with, especially if you run out of fusion cores. And then they plan for a following update the following week. They're really pushing these patches out as fast as they possibly can without hindering the playability of the game, so to speak. And they state here that it will include a variety of bug fixes and bring some more notable changes and features to the game, and you can catch a preview of these improvements below. So looking at them, it says PC editions, a push-to-talk setting is going to be such a welcome bonus for us all, especially those like me who make videos. It's horrible when you're trying to record a video and then someone's obviously listening to your mic and then decides to talk over it, and it just ruins the actual recording. So having that push to talk is going to be fantastic, and it also stops people listening to me clicking away with my mechanical keyboard in game. They've also got a special respec. I don't know what that is. After level 50, you'll be able to choose between a new perk card or moving a special point you had previously allocated. Fantastic! I've been working on a video which is about special perk points and how important it is to choose the right perks in the early game. And the fact that each level after level 50 you'll be able to swap these about, maybe it's only 1 point at a time, but that's still fantastic if you're wanting to go into a different style build later on in game. And they're also going to fix a camp placement login issue where if someone was already in your camp spot when you logged in, then you would get a notification saying that you've got a free camp of choosing of your placement. Or you can log into another server and you'll just grab your camp in your previous space. So that's a nice little addition, but nothing too important. And then they mention they're also implementing a bulldozer, that is a new feature to the camps, that will allow you to remove trees and other basic kind of things like rocks and obstructions of all different kinds, but we don't know to what extent just yet. But this is a really nice way to clear out the space so that you have enough room for all of your camp. So now we can only speculate what they're going to be bringing in the next patches, but I would love to know your opinions of what patches you'd next like to see in the game, new features possibly. I know that two big things for me at the moment in particular is I want better NPC trading. For example, if you're buying stuff from that NPC, their caps limit should go up rather than be a third of what you paid. And another really important thing that I want Bethesda to implement so badly is to have a vending machine for players in which they can put their stuff to be sold when they're at their own campsites. Now this would implement player-owned shops, and it could be a great way for people to earn caps, and big spaces would serve almost as like a player town where people can just, or a marketplace where people can sell all kinds of things. And that would be fantastic for this game, as it would bring players together and create a much better community. Anyway guys, it's fantastic seeing Bethesda so active in sorting out these fixes and bringing new features to the game. If you guys do find these videos interesting, whether it's my guides that I have on my channel or keeping you up to date with these patches, then please do drop a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Anyway guys, that's all we have time for in this video. Thank you very much for watching and we'll see you soon. Ciao for now.